An event that claimed to celebrate 20 years of raising awareness for breast cancer has ended under a storm of outrage. More than 80 A-list stars, from Lee Min-ho, BTS, aespa, to Baeun Woo-seok, graced the red carpet of W Korea's Love Your W charity gala. Yet, what the public saw was not compassion, but a dazzling night of champagne, couture, and curated smiles. Behind the flashing cameras and designer gowns lies a question that shook South Korea's entertainment world: was breast cancer awareness truly the purpose, or just a convenient excuse for a glamorous social affair? Ribbon emoji, from a noble cause to a shallow show. Love Your W was born from a noble vision, to raise funds and awareness for breast cancer, a disease that affects millions of women each year. For 2 decades, it was hailed as an annual pink landmark for the Korean entertainment industry. But this year, as W Korea celebrated its 20th anniversary, one thing stood out in the worst way: the pink ribbon, the global symbol of breast cancer awareness, was nowhere to be seen. Not a single celebrity wore it. Instead, the night was flooded with luxury fashion, champagne toasts, dance challenges, and photo ops. The performances only made matters worse. Queen Card with its shallow lyrics and Mame with 18+ lines about female bodies, both completely tone deaf to the event's supposed cause. Singer Jay Park eventually issued a public apology for performing Mame. But his apology couldn't extinguish the outrage. W Korea's official posts focused solely on glamorous clips, stars partying, promoting their projects, and showing off outfits, without a single mention of breast cancer or awareness. Money with wings emoji, 20 years, 1.1 billion won, a number that stunned everyone. If a 20-year campaign fails to leave behind a message, its fundraising numbers tell an even bleaker story. According to reports, the Love Your W campaign has raised only 1.1 billion won, about 20.4 billion VND, in total, roughly 55 million won per year. For an event backed by top-tier celebrities and luxury brands, that figure is shockingly small, less than the price of a designer gown many attendees wore to the party. The obvious question arises: where did all the money go? If the campaign's purpose was to help breast cancer patients, then the imbalance between the extravagant production and the modest donation is indefensible. It suggests a deeper truth, that charity may have become just another marketing performance, a beautiful lie wrapped in designer fabric. Speech bubble emoji, thank you for drinking and dancing for us? Social media erupted with fury. Comments flooded in, each more scathing than the last. What does fashion or partying have to do with breast cancer awareness? If this is a campaign, why is no one actually talking about the disease? Even the celebrities themselves probably don't know what this event really stands for. One viral post summed up the public sentiment with brutal irony. I'm sure breast cancer patients feel so comforted watching you drink, dance, and flaunt luxury clothes for their sake. What people saw was not a simple PR blunder, but a disturbing display of emotional emptiness, where human suffering was used as an aesthetic backdrop for fame and status. Africa emoji, when charity becomes a branding tool. Love Your W is more than a scandal, it's a mirror reflecting a cultural sickness. Across modern entertainment, social responsibility has increasingly become a marketing platform, not an act of empathy. In the age of social media, charity is often just another PR strategy. Red carpet photos, fashion tags, and brand mentions dominate the narrative, while genuine messages about awareness or patient support are pushed aside. Worst still, the public has become complicit. When magazines and fans gush over who wore what at a charity gala, the essence of charity fades away, replaced by a glittering illusion of goodness. Balance scale emoji, silence, accountability, and the moral void. W Korea and the attending stars have yet to comment. But their silence speaks volumes. When a media giant and its celebrity guests host a women's health event without dedicating even a minute to discussing breast cancer, it's not just a PR failure, it's a moral failure. If the true goal is awareness, the campaign should include survivors' stories, medical experts, and real educational moments, not just designer dresses and glossy photo spreads. A 20-year charity cannot survive on hashtags and champagne. Fire emoji, a wake-up call for the entertainment industry. The outrage surrounding Love Your W is more than a controversy, it's a reckoning for South Korea's entertainment industry, where compassion too often becomes a prop for image building. The public isn't angry at celebrities for dressing up. They're angry because of hypocrisy, the act of using others' suffering as a backdrop for self-promotion. Love Your W may continue in future years, but unless it reclaims its humanity, every glimmering photo posted online will remind the world of one painful truth. It was the night when fashion triumphed over empathy. Broken heart emoji, the final reflection. Once envisioned as a beacon of kindness, Love Your W now stands as a symbol of another disease, the vanity epidemic within modern celebrity culture. Perhaps what the world needs now isn't another Love Your W, but something truer, something like Love Your Truth. A campaign where compassion shines brighter than camera flashes, and where good deeds are measured not in gowns and likes, but in lives touched and healed. It was supposed to be a night of compassion. Instead, it turned into a catwalk of excess. On October 15th, over 80 of South Korea's biggest celebrities, from BTS and Lee Min-ho to aespa and Byung Woo-seok, gathered for Love Your W, a charity event by W Korea claiming to raise awareness for breast cancer. But instead of hope and empathy, what millions saw online was a fashion parade disguised as philanthropy. Ribbon emoji, a night that forgot its purpose. Love Your W has been held annually for 20 years, its pink-themed concept supposedly dedicated to women battling breast cancer. Yet this year, the color pink, the global symbol of the fight, was almost entirely absent. Not a single celebrity wore the pink ribbon, not a single moment was devoted to patience or awareness. Instead, stars strutted in gowns worth thousands of dollars, posed for cameras, toasted champagne, and danced to songs that shocked even longtime supporters. The playlist featured Queen Card, with vulgar lyrics, and Jay Park's Mame, infamous for its explicit references to women's bodies. The irony was painful. A campaign for breast cancer awareness turned into a celebration of vanity and luxury, where empathy was replaced by hashtags and sponsorships. Money with wings emoji, 20 years, 80 stars, only 1.1 billion won raised. Perhaps the most damning detail was revealed later. Over the past 2 decades, Love Your W has raised only 1.1 billion won, roughly $800,000, for breast cancer causes, an average of just 55 million won per year. That's less than the cost of a single couture dress worn on its red carpet. For a campaign boasting 80 celebrities and numerous luxury brands, the math didn't add up. Critics quickly accused W Korea of using a humanitarian cause as a marketing prop, where awareness is merely a slogan to justify extravagant publicity. 20 years, 80 stars, and that's all the money they've raised? That's not charity, that's theater, one netizen commented, echoing thousands of similar posts flooding Korean and international social media.